Uh, the big thing is about burning your waste oil to heat your shop. So this morning, I rounded up some scrap, old brake rotor, old brake drum. I had the pieces of angle iron and that other piece in there. But what I did is I took this pipe, drilled me some holes in it, and tacked it to the top of this rotor, because I don't know if that pipe's going to be big enough from everything I watched. This is just a prototype. So then what I did is I put me a pipe on this one right here too to let more air in. It's not as tall. I'm trying to get that swirl effect that you see everywhere on the waste oil heaters. Just old brake drum. And then on the bottom, what I did is I took 2 pieces of angle iron for a base so it wouldn't rock. And then I took me a piece of 1 inch by 2 inch square tube and left it open on the ends so my air could come through here. Now I'm fixing to get me some charcoal lighter fluid, and I'm going to put a little oil in there, and I'm going to light it, and we're going to see how this does. And then of course I got my air hose here, and then I can drill one of these out to make it my oil feed drip. But for now, I'm just curious if this is going to work, see if it will actually twirl. And I'm outside, it's not protected from anything, but a lot of the ones I've seen have some sort of barrel welded straight to this. So this was all used parts or scraps. So let me go get some charcoal lighter fluid and some oil. Oil and some charcoal lighter fluid in there, and a butane lighter, which I'll get a and it's lit. I'm gonna add me some more oil. And I'm gonna go ahead and add some more charcoal lighter fluid. They recommend diesel, I just don't have any. I need to see if I can't get that hot enough. Then I'm gonna put my top on. Ooh, the heat coming out of there is already hot. Then I'm gonna drip in a little bit more oil. And I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to let this heat up some and see how it does. And I have discovered I do have a leak. I'm going to have to probably run a bead of weld all the way around there and all the way around there to prevent a leak. I think it's running out the lug nut holes, seeing how this metal warped, which is no big deal. This is just a prototype and I'm just testing. I brought it back in the shop because it was leaking real bad right there, and I welded that up. It was running out the ends. I got some oil all over this table, so it's going to be real hard for me to see if it's leaking anywhere else right now. But it seems to be working. I'm getting a bunch of heat out of here. A bunch. Let me wipe off some of that excess oil. And I'm using, right now I'm just using some old gear oil for a boat, because I got a whole bunch of waste oil, but I don't have nothing to put it in here with. And take 2 looks like it might be a fail. I don't know. Let me take the top off of it again and see. In my honest opinion, I think the charcoal lighter ain't burning long enough to get this hot enough. So I put chunks of scrap wood in there to get it going. You know, half a cup of diesel and some oil. It might get it hot enough, because it's not very thick on the bottom, but it's pretty thick on the sides, and that's what I wanted. I do want to burn it because I need to burn off all this galvanized before I stick it in any kind of burner. I think it'd have enough air holes with all the stuff I did, but I don't know. We'll watch it. I'll be back. Okay, guys. Took it a minute, but I finally got it self-sustained, and I've figured out why. I got a pretty good leak on the bottom, and all my fuel was leaking out the bottom. I still got to fix it. As you can tell, down here I got a little bit of a leak, but I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and drill me a couple holes here and here. I'm going to go ahead and let this burn out, because it finally self-sustained. But if I'm losing my fuel, if I'm losing over half my fuel, then that's probably the reason it took me so long to start it. But it's putting off some major heat. So far I'm happy. If I can get those, and you can see the black smoke. So the drum finally got hot enough, but I still have to fix some leaks. So let me let this burn out, and I'll weld it up some more. I'll grind it and weld it up and see if I fix my leaks. Guys, quick little update on this thing. I drilled me a couple more air holes, just 3 of them, and I figured out why it wouldn't stay lit. When most of your fuel's running out on the floor, it's not going to stay lit. But I'm going to go ahead and let this thing burn out. It does work. It's putting off a lot of heat. I'm just wasting more fuel than I am using right now. So I got to weld all that up right there. Again, that's where my leak's at. So I don't know why it looks like it's leaking through the weld, so I'm going to have to weld all that up. That's probably the only side I didn't weld up. Again, I welded up the bottom. It took care of all the leaks there. So I'm going to weld all that up. If you like what I'm doing, please hit that subscribe button. Comment about this little waste heat oil heater. Ring that bell. I'm going to put this out, and I'm going to weld that up, and I'll see y'all soon. Guys, little update to add to that video, the end of that video. I feel like it might still not be getting enough air. So I'm going to drill a few more holes on top of that disc. I got all my leaks stopped except for one, and it's inside around my little vent tube I have in there. It's self-efficient. It's burning by itself now. I guess I was losing more fuel than it was burning. It's putting off quite a bit of heat. I can't hold my hand up here very long. So, alright guys. That was just a quick update. Got to fix one more little leak and drill some more holes, and I think it's going to be fine and dandy. Oh yeah, and I gotta put, a propane tank or something up here so that it'll heat that up, and I can blow a fan behind it and have some heat with recycled oil. Thanks.